Alright, mic's working. Hey everyone, welcome to another evening of Heroes Lounge. I'm Heartless, with me is Cascan, and we're gonna be your casters for tonight. It's been a while since I said those words. Cascan, how are you, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
Tired? Rusty? Man, it's been so long since I cast last time. Just making sure everything in OBS is actually working correctly, and I think it does. I think everything works fine. Anyway, so guys, tonight we're gonna have a special match for you. It's gonna be a Division 5 one between 5 for Silver and Dino Drainer, okay? Dynamo Drainer, not Dino. Again, as mentioned, both of them are Division 5. Kind of middle of the pack, so not top of the division, nor the bottom. So I expect at least to have somewhat of an even match here between those two teams. Cascan, how about you tell us the maps we're gonna see tonight?
So, Dynamo banned out Volskaya, whereas what's the name? 5 for Silver banned out Braxis, so we're not going to see either of those. But Dynamo did take us to Towers, so going to be an interesting game here.
Yeah, not a big surprise. I think that's their most played map, and it seems like both teams opt to choose to ban maps they don't want to play on, as opposed to a comfort pick of their opponents, which is it's a fine choice. Braxis, you know, most teams don't really want to play on that one. For Sky's a bit more interesting. I actually haven't got the chance to cast this season at all. This is my first cast this season, so I haven't actually got the chance to see how Volskaya is, how popular it is in the lounge. Actually, there's some development in the mod lounge because Draenor are like supposedly inactive, but apparently Dynamo Draenor are inactive. Apparently. Supposedly.
Yeah, somehow they're playing tonight.
So I guess they get inactive automatically. Interesting. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't grief them.
So did you know why they went inactive?
The only way, yeah, like the only way they went inactive automatically is if they didn't schedule in time. So I guess someone been naughty. We need to sort that though.
Oh, someone left the lobby. That's not good.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be glorious if my first cast is gonna be a cancelled one? First cast of the season. Holy
That's
shit. Alright. So they're gonna be playing. Okay, so mods won't make a big deal out of it. They will be played, so sounds okay. Alright. So I got the green lights. They can play, but we have lost.
Yeah, just waiting for one member to get
Yeah.
into the game.
Okay, so
There was an update today, so he's doing that, I guess.
Alright. Oh, actually, Pat Palon in chat, well, he did confirm what I said, that they didn't schedule in time. He talked to Rini and he said it's not a problem. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay.
And another person left.
Alright, when exactly did we start? There are still rules that need to be followed. Oh, we did start in time.
Started about 8:02, I believe.
10:02? Okay.
Now apparently a member is DC'd from Dynamo, so this is not really good for them.
No, it's not. Alright. Well, he's back. Alright, let's just get this draft started ASAP.
He's not in the lobby yet. So.
Yeah. Waiting for him still. But at least he's online on their Discord or whatever they're using for communication.
Lobby is filled up.
Alright, let's see that they're ready and start this. Parolo.
Okay, they're ready. Starting the game now.
Yeah. Alright. Finally, guys, game number 1 between 5 for Silver and Dynamo Draenor is starting. The map is Towers of Doom. Let's see what we're gonna have here. What are we expecting to see here coming from both teams? Worth mentioning that for Dynamo Draenor, this is their most picked map by far, actually, so not a big surprise that we see them picking it. And they have actually one of the hero pools in one of the heroes in their hero pool is a decent hero for this map. It's Chromie, actually. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see a Chromie coming here from Dynamo team. Gonna have to see if 5 for Silver cares about her or not, or just go with comfort bans for heroes they don't want to deal with.
Yeah, oftentimes in lower divisions you just get bans of heroes that you're not comfortable playing against, whether that be Diablo right here.
Yeah.
Or something like a Garrosh, rather than what the enemy is good with.
Yep, that's a very good point. And generally speaking, you know, the lower you go in division, the more you want to play your own comfort things. Not only heroes against that you don't want to play, you'll see Ben, but also you're gonna pick heroes you just feel very, very comfortable in, no matter if they fit the map or not. This also, you know, extends to talent picks, which is why we see different talent picks and different heroes the lower divisions you go. People just stick to their comfort zone. And it's gonna be Maiev Ben. Okay, so Phoenix is still open. I wonder if we're gonna see him.
Possibly, but I'm not too sure. This team does have 7 games on Mouth with an 71% win rate, so probably gonna first pick Mouth, yeah.
Okay.
But both teams do actually play quite a bit of Artanis. Like, they've dabbled in the hero quite a few games with both teams. So we might see an Artanis here.
Okay. So, no Phoenix and no Malfurion. Instead, Muradin. First pick for 5 for Silver. Okay.
5 for Silver only has 1 game on Muradin, which is surprising to first pick as well when they have quite a few on ETC and Tyrael.
Interesting. It is the most played hero for Dynamo Draenor, Muradin. So I wonder if this was some kind of a denial pick. But anyway, Chromie as expected, gonna be the first pick here for Dynamo Draenor together with Thrall.
Yeah, they combo pretty well together because Thrall roots someone, then Chromie has that amount of time just to use her abilities on the rooted target. So she can do a lot of burst to Thrall land the root.
Yeah. Also, worth mentioning that Thrall was fixed with today's patch, so his Crash Lightning, if this is what he's gonna go with, is not bugged anymore. It's gonna be stacked up correctly, or the quest will unlock at the correct time.
Yeah, so it is possible to see that this game, which we haven't actually been able to see in for quite a few weeks in Lounge because it's been banned.
And pick 2 and 3 coming for 5 for Silver. I wonder what are we gonna see here. Mouth still open, like you mentioned. It's their top priority pick or comfort pick, but it's not gonna be it. Stukov and Blaze. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's 2 of the best picks right here. You get Blaze for the bunker to nail with Chromie's damage, and then Stukov with that silence, so Chromie can't step out too far.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the weaknesses that Stukov has as a support is that he really lacks any defensive tools, right? So you normally want to draft him together with someone that can save him in case of dive, in case of whatever. And I mean, guess what? When you have a Blaze in your team, everyone gets a nice block. So fantastic duo, Blaze Stukov. I really like them, especially on this map. And Dynamo Draenor, by the way, meanwhile, decided to ban Genji, 5 for Silver. They have their ban. I do wonder what they're gonna go with here for the ban.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Chromie and Muradin, Dynamo haven't really specialized into other things, so they can't really try to ban them out there.
It's gonna be the Garrosh. Okay. It is worth noting though that the pick with Stukov does mean they don't have a cleanse, which will mean that more often than not they're gonna be trading a bunker for the loop. Bunker, however, does have a short cooldown, so it's kind of fine. And it's gonna be Rhaegar and Phoenix. Okay.
Very squishy by the side of Dynamo. Like, Phoenix with very low health ball, Thrall not very tanky either, so they need to pick up a frontliner like Johanna that can keep them alive.
Yeah. Right now, but on the plus side, looking at the draft coming for 5 for silver, they haven't actually revealed the type of backline they're gonna have behind their tanks. So with the Phoenix being picked now, I would like to see some form of burst coming here for 5 for silver. I really question if they can actually win any kind of poke war, sustain damage against Chromie and Phoenix.
5 for silver do have quite a few games on Grey Main, so they might go into that to just dive them even further. Instantly kill that Phoenix, instantly kill the Chromie. With Genji out, it's a really good pick here.
Yeah. Hanzo. And Li Ming. Okay. So a lot of potential burst. Not quite sure how comfortable 5 for silver's Hanzo player is playing a full W build. I would guess not so much. But as you mentioned, by the way, Johanna is the front line for Dynamo Draenor. Gonna be sealing the team. So what are we looking at here? Ample wave clear for 5 for silver, right? They have the Blaze, potentially the Hanzo level 4, if they're not gonna go with a full W build.
Yeah, so they have outwave clear massively, even though, do they? I mean, Johanna Phoenix brings a lot.
It's not only they also have the Rhaegar there, right? So they also have they have really good wave clear instead of Dynamo or Draenor. I really wonder how macro heavy are 5 for silver gonna try to take this game. Because every time I get into Towers of Doom, I think double soaking, get the rotation between top and mid, and you know what? On the side of 5 for silver, it's definitely a possibility. They do have Blaze, which is fantastic for that purpose, and if they're gonna stick as a 4-man, I mean their 4-man is good too. Like Muradin, Stukov, Hanzo, Li Ming, sign me up. So if they're gonna go and try to force that kind of setup arrangement, I think it looks really good for 5 for silver. I do wonder though if this is actually what we're gonna see.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Yeah, you don't really have anyone to match that double soak on Dynamo, so with Waves rotating mid top, Thrall can't do that.
Alright. Anyway, let's introduce our teams. On the left side, in blue, we have 5 for silver. Giving me a small headache here. With Nistrix gonna be playing on Blaze, Hatsman on Stukov, Dufos gonna be our Li Ming player, Parolo 41 gonna be on Muradin, and my god, how do I pronounce this name? Jul Mahuvi. Bet I butchered this, on Hanzo.
And on the right, you have Spoil Honk on Phoenix, the big one on Chromie, Maraud on Johanna, Thoronet Tier on Thrall, and Empty Rhaegar.
Alright. Seems like 5 for silver immediately sending Blaze to the top. I like it. And meanwhile, Dynamo Draenor are going to be 5-man middle. They need to rotate immediately top to not lose the soak there. And it seems like Thrall will be there in the nick of time. Not losing even a single minion's worth of XP. Nice job.
Yeah, Chromie did go Mountain Stance on level 1, meaning it's very easy for her to stack right here. She gets 3 in a row, then she gets an extra stack on her Q, which is really strong.
Yep. Also worth mentioning, Muradin went with Third Wind on level 1, so this will definitely help him with the sustain against, especially against the poke they have here with Phoenix and Chromie. He can soak so much damage with that talent, back off and regen it immediately, pretty much immediately. So pretty good choice against what he's seeing here.
We are seeing a rotation trying to catch out Phoenix on the bot. I'm not sure if it will work though. Maybe he steps out and gets stunned by Muradin with a Li Ming combo follow-up and he dies.
Yep. There we go, Muradin, the blink. The jump, the stun, dazzling, everything connects, but Phoenix just survives. Whoa.
That was so close.
Yeah.
Like, very close.
I wonder what missed there that it wasn't a kill. Probably a single auto attack, perhaps from Li Ming. Maybe Hanzo even. But nice try though from 5 for Silver, being aggressive on the map. Again, Miriam with the jump. Stukov with a decent follow-up.
I'd like to see 5 for Silver and Dynamo both head for these Merc camps right now. Getting that to pressure on the bot lane, it would be really strong for when the ultras come up.
Yeah.
Which 5 for Silver are going to do, it seems.
Yeah, there we go. You got your wish. And it seems like Dynamo Draenor are stream sniping both those teams, man.
When I said that, I meant get the camps without missing Soak, but it works too.
Yeah. Well, anyway, both Sapper camps were taken. Gonna be pushing the bottom lane, and the altars has been activated. So we're gonna see the teams clear the Sappers and rotate and contest the altars.
It's a Stormcaller on level 4 for Rhaegar, rather than the healing totem or the extra healing we rarely see this talent.
By the
Brings
way,
a lot of mana to sustain though.
yeah, by the way, the Sappers coming from 5 for Silvers actually managed to connect on the tower, so they got full value out of them. Pretty good job. And they are channeling the altar, and they will actually get this Joanna just a little bit too late to the party. And it's gonna be 2 altar in favor of 5 for Silver versus the single one for Dynamo Draenor. It doesn't matter though, this is still early game, of course.
Yeah, Dynamo's main goal right now is to get Chromie stacked up. Try and get her to tons of damage in the late game so they can win all of those altars later on.
Yeah, sure. Pretty much the plan here for her. Get the Chromie stacked up and get to the later stages of the game where her poke will really shine and hurt. Regardless, both teams are gonna go back to the soaking. Thrall already at the top, even doing the Sapper camp there, trying to sneak it, but Blaze is gonna be checking this out, sniffing it together with Li Ming and the rest of the team actually. So Thrall, cleverly enough, gonna back off, but we might see here a fight over the Sapper camp.
Throw going on the main.
Ooh, Dazi the full orb, but it seems like Dynamo Draenor will collect the Sapper camp. Nice job by them.
However, both teams are missing out on bottom soak right now. Hanzo is attempting to double soak, it seems.
Oh, but we do have here the fight at the top lane. Meridian takes a lot of damage, so does Blaze. Nobody fall down. Remember, Meridian has the 3rd wind, so he will heal it up, but actually Blaze does fall eventually to the damage of Chromie and Phoenix. And this was actually the first blood at the almost 5 minutes mark.
Wow, really? I thought we had more kills.
Yeah, we
Obviously
do.
not.
But no.
Rhaegar holding his level 7 talent. It's an orb build from Li Ming, which is interesting. It's very good at punishing the Chromie, but I think a normal build would be better this game anyway.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The roots on the Thrall, and he will fall down. The silence from Stukov. Fantastic job.
He was being a bit too aggressive there, considering his team wasn't there, but good attempt nonetheless.
Yeah. Still was 1 for 1 as far as the altars go. And with the death of Thrall, both teams are going to be back to being even on XP.
It is slowing Sam's from Chromie, even though they don't have a cleanse to deal with the temporal loop.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, again, you truly they don't have the clans, but you do have the bunkers, so it's always a question: do you really want to just trade the cooldowns or just try to get a value of the slowing sands? And you know what? Getting guaranteed value is something I can definitely respect here. By the way, Stukov, a little bit too aggressive with his position, gonna fall down. And this is gonna be a Sapper camp for Dynamo Draenor and a Hanzo as well on top of it. Nice job.
Li Ming is being put under pressure, but not much is going to come of it there. With these 2 kills, I would have liked to see Dynamo head to invade the camp instantly, because they're about to hit 10, they got 2 kills. They're going to go do it now. Are they just stream sniping?
I really doubt that anyone would bother. But anyway, they are going to collect the sappers. They're going to have the level 10. 15 seconds until the double altars are going to spawn. 5 for silver are going to be slightly behind to get the level 10. So I wouldn't be surprised if 5 for silver are going to be giving it up. Blaze does go for the flank for some reason. They still don't have a level 10. And he was also scouted.
Yeah, I think 5 silver just give both these up, try and soak for 10, like Blaze double soak middle on top, as you mentioned in draft, so they get ahead in the XP.
Yeah.
And then they can fight when they have level 10.
There we go. So first altar was collected by Dynamo Driner. Second altar still being contested. I'm surprised Dynamo Driner are not playing this aggressive. They have the level 10, they have the heroics in their favor. Blessed Shield was popped, Iron Skin as well. Nobody falls down.
Soaring Sands does actually also combo with Phoenix's ultimate. I completely forgot about that. So Phoenix does a lot of extra damage there.
Yeah. But they have spent 2 heroics, haven't got any kills, and instead look at this, the channeling from Doofus at the back. It's gonna happen, and whoa, I'm surprised, man. Dynamo Driner seemed like they had level 10 advantage for forever, and still 5 for silver managed to get an altar here.
Yeah, I think they just weren't aggressive enough. It's very difficult to do that on Johanna as well, though, is to make engages. Like, if you get an engage right before they get level 10, then you can make what happen.
Yeah. Anyway, Blaze immediately sped to the top, gonna be collecting the Sapper camp. Doesn't look like Thrall will be scouting him. Sneaky, sneaky. And there we go. He actually got that. Okay. Oh, nice Dragon Breath there by Chromie, hitting double members there. The Blessed Shield, but not enough damage to follow it up.
That was an amazing arrow by Hanzo, though, interrupting the purification salvo, allowing him to live.
Fantastic. Still though, they did spend the heroic defensively, not something you do want to have happen, but as long as nothing happens for the next 15 seconds, all's good.
Nice attempt on the gank with Phoenix. If the silence was a bit sooner or Meridian didn't stun, then you might have been able to kill him, but good attempt.
Alright, bottom altar, single altar. It's gonna spawn momentarily here, and maybe finally we'll see an all-out team fight. Johanna with the condemn on Hanzo. No follow-up though, just zoning it out a little bit. Oh, look at this.
Ming's doing a good job to pressure the Chromie and force out an Ancestral.
Yeah. Can they capitalize on it though? There's a lot of pressure on Ming. She's being chased by Phoenix and Johanna. It seems like the peel from Meridian is gonna be enough to let her live. Meridian though is a bit low on the mana. He needs to be careful. Stukov tried to channel the altar. He got denied. Li Ming still low on hit points from before. Meridian as well. He's dropping low. That's barely enough mana for the jump, and instead Johanna's gonna fall down. This is gonna be a reset for Li Ming, but again, she is low on mana and hit points, so she can't really capitalize on it. And now the advantage of Phoenix not having mana is shown here. Can he secure the kill on Blaze? No. Forces the bunker, and Blaze just barely dodges the Chromie combo there. Chromie gonna pour it out of here. Also doesn't have any more mana, and it seems like that's it for Dynamo Driner. They're gonna back off. Altar was channeled. Alright.
Yeah. Both, oh no, actually just 5 for silver going for the Met Camp. They could even look for an invade, but I'm not sure I like that call considering they don't have 13 yet. They should just try and get 13 from the waves. And then maybe they can make an aggressive invade like that.
Yeah. It feels like this is somewhat of a repeated theme here coming for 5 for silver. They are now at a talent disadvantage. They are still decided to position themselves aggressively, similar to how it was right before they had level 10, right? They were at 9.5 and they still tried to, they still walked aggressive on the map. And, well, I just hope it doesn't come and bite them in the rear eventually. And it seems like it hasn't this time. They have gotten 13. were not punished, and we're gonna have a triple altar phase spawning in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's actually really difficult to punish 5 for silver without investing Johanna's ultimate, but we are going to see a fight. Chromie using W missing, in Savo out.
Ancestral on Thrall, very defensively. He was almost full hit points, but instead I'm gonna get a kill on Hanzo and on Myrden. This is gonna be a double kill. Li Ming combo does not connect, and Blaze at the very least managed to channel the altar on their side. So this is gonna be 2 altars for Dynamo Driner, plus 2 kills. Pretty fantastic trade happened right here for them. Already a level ahead compared to 5 for silver.
I would really like this Blaze to die right now. He's being way too aggressive. Damn.
Oh, it doesn't seem like he has anything to escape here. Decided not to use his bunker. Not sure if I like this decision. Bunker is on short enough cooldown where you can use it to buy yourself some time. But he decided not to use it instead. Decided that that's all she wrote for him. He falls down. The sappers were collected by Dynamo Driner. They're gonna be connecting obviously on the tower. A little bit buggy there, but they did connect eventually.
Yeah, I'd like Dynamo to commit more. Like, they can easily push down a lane if they just go as 5 and go on it, rather than roaming and not doing much. But it might be correct just to try and get level 16 and then push with that.
Yeah, I think I do like it, the decision. Try to play passive until level 16. Your advantage as far as the experience go is so big right now that you know that your opponent is under a lot of mental pressure. So just play it passive, play it safe, get your level 16, and then try to play aggressive on the map. And it seems like they are backing off right now, and I like this decision. Don't bite into them. Nope. Actually gonna try to commit on the Myrden there. Forces the Avatar. He will survive though. He does have the 3rd win, so he will heal it up. And still no level 16. 15 seconds to altar. Johanna is kind of low. She needs to be careful. Huh.
Yeah, so like 5 for silver are playing very aggressive even though Dynamo are about to hit 16 again. They really don't have much respect for talent tier advantages, it seems.
You know what though? I do like it right now because they, while it is seem to be true so far that they don't really expect talent advantages, Dynamo Drino didn't have it just yet actually. So I actually was fine with this. Now the question is if 5 for silver are gonna be aggressive, because now they definitely don't have the talent advantage anymore. And it seems like they are playing it actually safe. Look at this, they are rotating very, very defensively. I really, really like it.
Yeah. Dunmo's just rush down this camp, I think, and then pressure bot lane, rather than standing near it.
Definitely. Oh, the stun on Phoenix cancels the teleport on him. Fantastic. And, I mean, man, they just got a kill without level 16. Good job by them, capitalizing on Phoenix being out of position, especially Myrden, man. Parallel, they're getting the Stormbolt, denying the blink from Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the thing with Myrden. Even without a talent advantage, you can be very aggressive and then just jump out and be perfectly fine, especially because Dynamo have a lack of CC.
Yeah, and I mean, look at what the single kill did for them. Not only did it give them a bunch of XP, it also made it so that the map is now 5 versus 4, which means that Dynamo Driner cannot capitalize on their talent advantage, and instead, their bottom lane is under a ton of pressure.
Chromie does currently have 70 stacks, which is going to be doing a lot of damage in these fights if she can hit those Qs.
Yep. That is definitely true, and level 16 is now there for 5 for silver. Chromie dodging a chunk of the Li Ming combo, but Stukov as well gets the combo from Chromie, almost dies. The Blessed Shield was there from Johanna, not a follow-up, the Ancestral as well. Oh, nice Dragon Arrow by Hanzo, getting 3 people there. Myrden with the aggressive jump, not securing the kill. The charge from Blaze does miss, and Johanna will survive with 500 hit points. So much damage, man, going back and forth from both teams there. The Li Ming combo together with the Hanzo poke versus the Chromie and the Phoenix. So much damage. Look at this. Chromie, 200 hit points.
Zukov on the bottom, falling to Thrall, just diving him. All 5 for silver need is 1 kill, and the women can get resets and then come back.
Yeah, the bunker from Blaze a bit too late. He is super chunked, but Chromie does fall down, so here's the reset. But Li Ming was nowhere to be seen. She did decide to go for the altar channel, and 5 for silver will collect 1 altar. But they have lost 3 people in the progress for that.
Yeah, so now Dynamo should be able to push down on the bottom 4. They have quite a bit of siege pressure they can go on it, and this should give them a clear advantage. And then pressure the core with zappers as well.
Yeah, the most important lane in Towers of Doom is without a doubt the bottom lane. You have, not only does it give you the vision on the entire bottom lane and therefore also control over 2 altars, the one in the middle and the one at the bottom, but also has the potential pressure of the sappers. As we can see, Dynamo China are going to be collecting the sapper camp here for themselves. So now those sappers, the double sapper camp in a single lane can put so much pressure on your opponent if it's taking it the correct timing. Which right now is not, as we can see, basically 5 receivers are gonna get them for free, but still, good attempt. I am surprised though that we're not seeing Dynamo Driner defending this bottom bell tower. It's super important here, and instead they just gave it away. So that's kind of sad to see.
Yeah, I think they could have left Phoenix on the camp while the other 3 members defend the bell tower there. And they could have got the sappers and pressured. Or they could have committed for the boss and just left the tower and then got a point lead on the core.
Yeah. On the bright side though, Chromie was at the top soaking. So they did get a little bit out of it because 5 for silver, all 5 of them were at the bottom. So they lost a lot of XP in the meanwhile, while Dynamo Driner did try to soak as much as they could. And as we can see, the XP advantage is clearly in favor of Dynamo Driner. Almost a level and a half ahead of 5 for silver, almost level 20. Oh, they're going very aggressive on Johanna. She does have the iron skin, so she takes almost no damage. Instead, Muradin survives just barely. Again, he does have the 3rd win, so he should heal up momentarily as long as he doesn't take damage. But the salvo from Phoenix will actually make sure he doesn't get the heal. And meanwhile, Blaze does fall down to Chromie damage. Li Ming from the flank, not gonna get too much done here. Does get chunked by Chromie. They need to be careful. Oh, Rhaegar almost falls down to the hands of damage. Not enough. Muradin though, trying to hunt down the Rhaegar. Did he overextend? The double stun will allow him to survive. Gonna be an altar channel in favor of Dino. Why do I say Dino? Dynamo Driner, and of course level 20 is just around the corner for them.
Yeah, Chromie's doing tons of damage this game. They don't have an 8% winner on her for no reason. With 80,000 damage in the close next, that's 15k more than the next person, so that's quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, she's quite significantly ahead of number 2 in damage. Again, like I mentioned, not a big surprise, their most played hero after Muradin, so yeah, obviously a very good comfort pick for them and pays off so far. Sapper camps was taken at the top lane. I'm not gonna get too much value again, gonna be cleared pretty hastily and fastly here by 5 for silver. Instead, they're just gonna be rotating Dynamo Driner with their level 20 achieving not much, sadly.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dynamo being a lot more aggressive here. Like, rather than taking your own camp, invade theirs while you have the 20 advantage. They can't do much about it with you having level 20.
Alright, and it seems like they are gonna go for the aggressive invade. At least Johanna is positioned like they are planning to do that.
If Dynamo get both these altars, they will win the game. So ideally for them, they want to win this fight right here.
Oh,
So they can get on the top one.
look at this. Ancestral was forced on Johanna there just to keep her alive from all the poke. this is a small victory for 5 for silver. Can they capitalize on it somehow? Can they at least channel their own? And yeah, they will be. And Dynamo Driner had a window here to actually take this game to a victory, and it seems like they're not capitalizing on it.
I actually agree with the score. With the Ancestral forced out, it's very risky to take a fight. Because if you take a fight and the Windming gets the reset, you don't have the Ancestral to deny that now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. The fact that they managed to get the Ancestral out was a big deal. But they had an opportunity before the Ancestral was forced to get a fight done with level 20, which they haven't. And I mean, if they would have managed to do that, double altar or an altar plus a boss, would have been game over. But instead, now 5 for silver are gonna get their own storm talents. And I mean, 8-4, man, that's rough. And especially now, if you look at the minimap, we can see that the next altar phase is gonna be a single one at the bottom, which is gonna put Dynamo Driner in a potential checkmate, whereas for 5 for silver it's not. And we have a fight ensue here right before level 20 is gonna be there for 5 for silver. The salvo here from Phoenix was used. They won't be able to secure any kill though. They did collect the Sapper Cam, but that's about it.
The chance is whoever wins the next fight will win the game.
Yeah.
Because this will be lethal on board for both teams there, with the boss being still up.
Yeah, if they will actually win a team fight decisively and not just sneak an altar, then definitely you get the altar plus the boss. This should be game. Let's see if they can actually make something happen here. As far as the cooldowns of the heroics go, it seems like 5 for silver will have everything available to them, 10 seconds to avatar. Whereas on the side of Dynamo Driner, you still have 25 seconds for the salvo from Phoenix. He is put under a lot of pressure. The silencer, the arrow, the follow-up, the Li Ming combo, gonna be the leading Phoenix. They're fantastic from 5 for silver. Are they gonna make it?
They can definitely cap the Salter right now, but it's a matter of whether they're going to make the boss play to try and end.
Okay, wow. So 4-4, and are they gonna go for the risky call with the boss?
They currently don't have any ultimate, so it's very, very risky to go for this play.
Yeah, but you know that your opponents don't have anything either. If you have counted, then at least you know that only Phoenix will have something. It's a 5 versus 4. Murdin getting a lot of damage. He's being chunked down. Needs to be careful. He needs the few seconds out of fight here to start his regen. Oh, Hanzo taking so much poke damage from Chromie. Look at this, man. Every combo she lands just chunks down the person who gets hit by it. Oh, look at this aggressive Dwarf Toss with the combo there, and they're gonna be deleting Rhaegar, and he falls down, and so will Chromie, and this is gonna be it for 5 for silver. I cannot see how this is gonna be a 3 versus 5 win here for Dynamo Driner. Oh, Stukov?
It's possible. With Stukov dead, if they keep...
No.
Ooh.
Oh, no, Avatar is there, he will survive. And he falls.
Go through. You can do it 1v4.
Yeah, you have to go for it. The blink there, the earthquake a bit too late. And this is gonna be it. Game number 1.
That was very close game.
Yeah, game number 1. Taken by 5 for silver. Super close, man. I did expect a close game, but not this close.
Yeah, it's... Both teams had the opportunity to do so much with the only 4 points on the core.
Yeah, I think the one thing that stood out to me is that Dynamo Driner were too passive and 5 for silver were too aggressive. Like, I don't know, this point about those two teams just stood out to me. One team was too aggressive when they shouldn't, and one team was too passive when they shouldn't. I mean, maybe this is why this looked so close. Maybe this is why. I don't know, but kind of interesting to see it from that point of view.
Yeah, if one of the teams was just a bit more aggressive with their talent advantages, then they could have definitely capitalized a lot more.
For sure.
Dynamo are going to be picking the map here, though. Just have to wait to see what they decide to pick.
So I kind of forgot to do some things. I did know I forgot something.
Okay, it is going to be Cast Hollow as the map here.
Okay. I think I fixed. Alright, let me see, what did I forget? The score. Alright. Ultimate Minds asking, can anyone join with a team? Yes, of course, man. Of course you can. There's two things you need to consider though, or one thing you need to consider though. Because we are league based and we run when we have seasons, you cannot join mid-season, not with a team anyway. So if you want to join with a full team, if you have some friends and you want to start playing in Heroes Lounge, you will need to wait for the beginning of the season for the registration, which by the way is going to happen very, very soon anyway. At the end of the month we have the playoffs, so 1 month after that. So expect around July for it to happen, so not that long, and you can sign up with your friends and create a team. If you want to join a team, an existing team, that's not a problem. You can do it throughout the season. There's no issue. So if you're playing only with another friend and you're only two and you want to look for a team, you can definitely join mid-season as well.
Okay, and it does appear that both teams are ready, so we're gonna get into the game right here.
Where do we apply? In our website, heroeslounge.gg, to check it out. And you should have all the info there. And if you're not on our Discord, join our Discord. Oh, someone left. Okay. Okay, guys. Again, one member dropped out of the lobby, so we're gonna wait until he's back before we can start.
Actually, apparently you have to go to the hospital, so...
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, apparently someone from Dynamo Drunner had an emergency. and he had to leave. So, and they actually wanted to forfeit because of it. So might be something serious. I hope not. But we'll see. They might try to look for an obvious last minute sub. Can't they just get a... I mean, they can not completely random. It has to be within the boundaries of the division.
They can be outside the boundaries if the other team accepts it, but the chance of that happening aren't very high.
Are you sure about that? I think it's...
Yeah, it's in the rules.
Well, regardless,
Yeah, it appears so. Dynamo are just going to forfeit.
you're silver. I mean, it's fine. This is Division 5. Division 5 is for... Normally, generally speaking, it's bronze to gold. It's a bit more complicated than that because we do weighted MMR and averages between the members and stuff like this. But if you're silver, you should be more than qualified for Division 5. But it doesn't matter because it seems like they're going to be forfeiting the match regardless.
Yeah, apparently they don't want to play with any random subs and will only play people they know, so
Yeah.
it's understandable as well.
Yeah, definitely. After all, Heroes Lounge it is what it is. It's a place for people who want to play in a regulated environment, and for people who want to play with their friends. They want to play with their friends, obviously. So that's about it. Anyway, so I guess that's it. That was an interesting first cast of the season for me, guys. Cascan, any final words, man, you want to say before we close off for tonight?
Nah, not really.
Not really. Well, shit happens, I guess, guys. Those stuff just happen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the casting. I'm sorry for being so rusty. It's been at least a couple months since I cast last time. Should definitely work on it some more. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my casting. I was Heartless, with me was Cascan, and tune for us again tomorrow. We should have different game with different casters, with different players. See you guys next time. Bye bye.